The main question that I got on both of my curl set videos was, girl, that's cute. Now, how long did this last? This is a nightly routine I use to preserve my curl set a few days longer so that I get the most out of all the hard work I put in at the beginning and enjoy the style a little while longer. This time I'm putting the demonstration at the beginning of the video for those of you who just want to see what I do, and I'm putting the intro and explanation at the end for those of you who may have questions. Materials: you'll need 4 to 5 flexi rods, a handful of bobby pins, some water, and the initial products that you use to set your hair. And also I have some oil here. It's optional, but I use it as a sealant in places where I think my hair is a little dry for some extra protection. This is the end of day 5, and my curls are frizzy, but they're still defined, and I probably could just pineapple it, but I'm not taking any chances just because I want it to last a little while longer. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and tie up the top while I focus on the back. Now this is similar to moisturizing and sealing, except I'm just adding a little bit of curl product. And I started by spritzing my hair with water. Be careful not to get it soaking wet. I just wanted to add some moisture. Now I'm working in the Smooth and Style curl cream, just a little bit of it. You don't need a lot, just work it in for the moisture. Then I'm adding in a tiny bit of mousse. Remember, you don't need a lot because you've already did an initial roller set. Now I'm just twisting my hair from the root about 1 inch down. And then I'm going to pull the section taut and then curl the lock of hair around my index finger all the way up to the scalp. And then I'm going to gently slide it off my finger. And then I'm going to bobby pin my curl flat to my head like so. I did come back later on and secured this bobby pin with a second one. So now I'm just going to repeat that process on each section, and I'm trying to use the same sections and parts that I used for the roller set, so I'm kind of sticking with that same size section. So yeah, I'm just twisting my roots to keep them taut, curling the hair around my finger, and gently sliding it off and securing it with a bobby pin. Sometimes one is enough to secure it, but I usually use 2 just because, you know, sleeping can be unpredictable. Like sometimes I don't know how I'm going to wake up. So I like pin curling the back like this because it's easy and comfortable to sleep on. So I don't have to worry about hard rollers in the back. Like honestly, I don't feel it at all. I don't even feel the pins because 4C hair is so thick. So I don't even feel the pins. It's just flat to my head. And it works. And remember, don't make your hair soaking wet. Just a couple of spritzes is fine. Unless you feel like your hair is really dry, then of course use more water and use extra cream. So this style is non-abrasive, or I'm sorry, this technique is non-abrasive as long as you keep your hair moisturized. Okay, so now I'm going to just do the other side and speed it up a little bit. And as an FYI, I just want to let you guys know that this goes super fast over the bathroom sink. Like that's how I normally do it. I do it in about 30 minutes, just standing over the bathroom sink right before bedtime, or even when I'm, you know, when I'm in the house for the day. Like, you know, if I get home at 6, 7 o'clock and I'm in for the day, I'll just go ahead and do it then. And also, I'm not overly concerned about a perfect, consistent, even curl at this point. It's like day 4 or 5 right now, so I just want to keep the curly look for a little while longer. I'm not, you know, obsessing over a perfect curl at this point. I don't think I'm ever obsessed with perfect curls. Like, I think perfect hair gives me anxiety or something. Like I said earlier, I think the left side looks like it lost a lot more definition than the other side. So I'm gonna do this left side in smaller sections. It also feels kind of dry, so I'm gonna wet it a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna twist the root the same way I did before, about an inch down. Then I'm gonna pull it taut just like before. And with the top, I'm not gonna finger coil it. I'm curling it around a flexi rod for a more spirally curl. And I think it'll give me a tighter curl because the top is a little longer than the back. Another important thing to note here is that I'm using the cheaper quality flexi rods from Dollar General because they're softer to sleep on, and I'll explain more about them at the end. Yeah, this side definitely feels more dry, which is probably why the curls lost more definition. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some cream and oil just because mousse can be a little bit drying, so I'm not going to use any mousse here. And I really only needed 2 flexi rods on this side, but I'm kind of tired and I didn't feel like trying to manipulate them onto the flexi rod the proper way, so I'm just going to throw in a third one. These cheaper Dollar General flexi rods are super soft and light, so it's not that big of a deal. They feel like air. I really didn't need this many flexi rods. I'm tired and tripping. And now for my bangs, I am gonna finger curl them because I want them out of my face. Finger curling is gonna give me a tighter curl here. So yeah, I'm just gonna finger curl these up so that they don't fall too far in my face. I like having a shorter curl in the front. Okay, the curls on this right side are a little more defined and they do still feel soft and bouncy. So I'm not going to do much here. I'm just going to add the curl product, spritz it with some water, and 2 flexi rods will be fine. Should have straightened out the curl a little more here, but at 4 to 5 days in, I'm not going to sweat it. Okay, so it's the next day and the world is gonna get whatever comes out of this bonnet. I want y'all to know that lately I've been learning to work with the frizz and use it to my advantage. I had to go find the oil sheen real quick. That I am gonna pick this out a little bit more, but not too much, because at this point I allow my, excuse me, I've learned to work with the frizz. So I'm gonna pick it out a little bit, but after about an hour, it's gonna frizz and expand to a point where I like it. If I pull it apart too much too early, I'll lose too much curl definition later on. So I'd rather to just leave the definition now and allow the frizz to let it expand on its own later on. Y'all know how Rihanna does a little like in all of her Instagram videos. Hi guys, it's Jennifer here again. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm back to share with you guys how I stretched out my curl set for as long as I could. The main question that I got on both of my curl set videos was, girl, that's cute. Now, how long did this last? That is an excellent question, because unlike a lot of you, when I'm watching these hair tutorials, I often think to myself, I am not about to do all that work just for this style to last 1 day or 1 hour. I ain't got time for all that. Things to note: you won't have the exact curl pattern on day 4 that you had on day 1. Like, my curls aren't gonna look like this on day 4 or 5. That's just absurd. If you do this late at night and you have to be up early the next morning, just use less water. Remember, your hair still sort of has that set to it. I've also seen people finger curl their entire head and it holds just fine. I'm just choosing to use flexi rods at the top because I want the top to have a tighter curl. Always add a spritz of water and some sort of curl cream to keep moisture in your hair. This is a non-abrasive technique as long as you keep your hair moisturized. And then the last little tip I want to give you guys is about types of flexi rods. It's hard to see the difference on camera, but I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I can. This first, okay, regular flexi rods, or most flexi rods, are like pretty hard and sturdy, like they're hard to bend, you know, especially with one hand. So this is a sturdier, more durable type of flexi rod right here, higher quality, which is good. This is primarily what you want to have. However, these sturdier ones, they're harder, uncomfortable to sleep on. Okay, especially for, you know, 3 or 4 nights in a row. You might not want to, even though when they're at the top, you can't really feel them, but I know some people are sensitive to that. But a few months back, I went to Dollar General and I saw that Dollar General had flexi rods for about $2. Now, of course, it's Dollar General, but these cheaper flexi rods are way softer. I can't even, and let me show you. So, very easy to bend, okay? I'm trying to show y'all. Easy to bend. They're extremely soft. It's much easier to sleep on these. At the time, I was thinking buying these $2 flexi rods was a little bit risky. Like, they might fall apart. I never seen the flexi rod fall apart, but I was thinking, you know, for $2, these might not last long. They're soft and they're of cheaper quality, but they get the job done. Like, this was the best $2 I ever spent. Like, these feel like air. So yeah, I love this. Alright, so now I'm headed to go shampoo and condition this hair. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.